Hey guys, what's up? I'm doing the How I Survive on a Teacher's Salary tag today. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Vanessa, and yes, I was wearing this shirt in my last video, and that's because I just filmed it. School's about to start, so I'm trying to get all this stuff knocked out so that I can continue to bring you guys content. There are 14 questions on this teacher tag, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through them again as quickly as possible, so let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1 is, what state do you live in? I live in Texas. Question number 2 is, how many people are in your immediate household? So in my household is myself, my husband, my son, my dog, and then also currently my sister and my niece live here. Question number 3 is, are you a single income or double income household? We are lucky to be a double income household, so my husband does work and then I work as well. Number 4 is, do you own or do you rent? We actually purchased our house last year, so we currently own, but I mean we have a mortgage, so it's not really ours, but we're going to own it soon before we die. Question number 5 is, what is your highest level of education, and does that affect your pay in your district? So my highest level of education is a bachelor's. You do have to have a bachelor's and certification to work in the state of Texas. And I believe if you have a master's, you get a $2,000 stipend or $2,500, somewhere around there. Question number 6 is, how much did it cost for you to attain your degrees, and are you still paying for them? So yes, I have student loans, and I actually went to a community college first and I got my basics out of the way. I received an Associates of Arts, and then I transferred to Texas Women's University, and that's where I completed my bachelor's. I paid for my associates completely out of pocket with some financial aid assistance with grants and things like that. So I don't have any student loans from that portion of my degree. But once I transferred to Texas Women's, I did start to take out loans, and I believe that when I graduated in 2018, I owed about $26,000, and now I owe about $22,000, so still kind of a big chunk. Question number 7 is, how's your salary schedule structured? You can look up any salary schedule. I know, at least in our state, I'm sure in other states as well, this is public knowledge. So if you are interested in a certain school district, you can always check out to see how much money they pay. Our salary schedules are based on a 10-month employment. However, we do get paid over 12 months. So they just take whatever we make and then split that up into 12 months. And I get paid once a month. So I don't get paid twice a month. I did have to learn to have that mindset of getting paid only once. So we do have steps from 0 to 33, and they do increase about $300 a year. Step 0 starts at $53,800, and the last step, 33, is $67,700. The way that the steps work is that it means how many years you have under your belt. So a first-year teacher would be on step 0, whereas a second-year teacher would be on step 1 because they have completed 1 year. Question number 8 is, where are you on your salary schedule? I am on step 2 because I have completed 2 years going into my 3rd year teaching. Number 9 is, do you supplement your income in any way? So my first year I was able to do summer school, and I was able to supplement it in that way. I did not do summer school this past summer because we simply didn't offer it due to the pandemic. I became a math UIL coach, so I do get a stipend for that, and it's a very small stipend, but it is still supplementing my income. Going into this year, I'm actually going to be an advisor for student council, and I believe I get a stipend for that as well. Number 10 is, how much money does your school district give you at the beginning of the year for supplies, or if they give you any supplies? And my first year teaching, I did receive a $100 gift card, but I think that was more of just a welcome to the school district, here's $100, go buy some stuff. We don't normally get money to buy supplies for our classroom. Most of the supplies that I have, I purchased on my own. However, we do ask kids to bring supplies. We also, in our math department, have a closet where our math department chair will order certain supplies for us throughout the year, and we can go in there and get stuff if we need it. And they have highlighters and pencils and that kind of stuff. So we're not really given a budget ourselves, but our department as a whole does have a budget for supplies. Question number 11 is, do you have additional deductions taken from your paycheck? And I do. I have insurance taken from my paycheck just for myself, TRS deductions, which is our retirement system here in Texas. I am also part of UEA, which is our union, and they deduct from my paycheck. And the biggest thing that gets deducted from my paycheck is my son goes to our district daycare, so I do get that taken out pre-tax in my check, and that's a big chunk. Question number 12 is, do you feel like your current income is enough to let you live comfortably and make ends meet? I think being a double income household allows for that to happen. However, if it was just my income by myself, there's no way that I could live in my house and still afford a car payment or groceries and gas and everything together. With my husband's income and my income, we do live pretty comfortably, I would say, but just on my own, I wouldn't be able to do that. Question number 13 is, are there any financial goals that you are working towards? I definitely want to own my house before I'm 40, so that's a goal. And then we always have smaller goals going on. I am a huge fan of Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps, so we're currently working on paying off my husband's truck. Finance is something that I'm really passionate about as well. So we do definitely have financial goals. Number 14 is, what is the best piece of financial advice you can offer to somebody who wants to become a teacher or who is considering teaching? I think the biggest advice I could give is that you do not have to go to a huge school. You don't have to go to an expensive university. This actually happened in real life. Last year, the teachers eat in my classroom, so all the teachers were in a classroom from my hallway, so all the math teachers, and it just came up in conversation how much money we all owed on student loans, and it just blew my mind that there was teachers who were teaching the same subject as I am, who are working in the same school district, who are on the same salary schedule, who have 3 times as much the student loans that I have. I thought to myself before I started teaching, I just looked at it as a financial decision. I decided, is it going to be worth it to go into student loan debt to have the salary that I'm going to have? And I made a goal for myself that I didn't want to push 25,000 was my max. So I shopped around for schools in my area to see what would fit that or what could come close to choosing your school and deciding where you're gonna go, or even going to community college first. I think that's an amazing decision and choice to make, especially a financially aware decision. That was all 14 questions, and I am sweaty. Like, I don't know why talking about money makes people nervous, but it made me a little nervous. But yeah, if y'all have any other questions, please go ahead and let me know down below. But like I said, you can look up salary schedules for any school district. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Bye. That's always so awkward.